I want it to feel comfortable. I want it to feel cozy, but I didn't want it to look too much like school at home. Hi guys, it's Kenya. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I love to talk about all things home and family as a working mom, just trying to work it all out. So today, guys, I'm going to show you what we are doing for homeschool space. So if you've seen any of the previous videos, you'll know that I am a brand new homeschool mom. We have just completed our very first week. I have a 6th grader, and we've had to adjust our home to homeschooling. I really didn't want to have my home kind of overrun with school stuff. I just needed our homeschool space to fit into our current home. I want it to feel comfortable. I want it to feel cozy, but I didn't want it to look too much like school at home. So I want to show you guys how we've adjusted our home to incorporate our homeschool life. We are not homeschooling in one space. We, one, don't have an extra space to just turn into a dedicated homeschool room. We do have a home office, which is a bedroom turned office, but my husband is working from home and has been all this time and will be for who knows how long. So he has commandeered that space and we are now working around that. So we're using our dining room, we're using our living room when necessary, and my son also has a desk in his room, but that doesn't really lend itself well to the teaching. When we're doing group things, group meaning he and I, we have to have a little more space. So I'm going to show you what I've done in our keeping room, which is off of our kitchen. That way it's a part of the flow of the house, and it's kind of nice that you can see it from everywhere. But because you can see it from everywhere, I don't want it to look like school in my keeping room, right off my kitchen. So I'm going to show you how I've made it all pretty. So guys, I moved my keeping room furniture around, and here you just see me trying to figure out the best configuration. I really don't see things before I do them. I can't picture what it's gonna look like in my head. I have to move it around, look at it, decide if I like it, and move it again if I need to. But eventually I figured out a configuration that I really liked. Ta-da! Here is the final look. What I ended up going with was putting the buffet in front of the window and the sofa under these large pictures. We have our coffee table here, and as you can see, it opens in my kitchen. And then we've got an extra chair here, so it's a sitting room when it's not a classroom, but it functions really well for both. Now, I put books everywhere. I want us to be able to sit in here and just read, just pick up a book and open it up. So there are little book stacks all throughout this room. Here is my little reading corner. You can see that this wall is totally empty right now, but I'm planning to put some inspirational quotes on it. And then I have this chair surrounded by stacks of books. It's my favorite place to sit here. I've got books on top of this little table, underneath this little table. And then on the side here, this is actually a planter stand, and I spray painted it and put some books on top. Here I've got my little light that can be pivoted so that I can use it to read in the evening time. Like I mentioned earlier, Trey has a desk in his room, so we don't need one in this space, but this sofa works out really nicely for reading, and he can do his work here. Here we've got our puzzle table, which has been a lot of fun, and we've got these ottomans from IKEA that we can move around if we need to. And of course, no schoolroom is complete without a clock and our little calendar on the side there. Now over here on the side of my kitchen cabinets was a perfect space to add a whiteboard, and I use this to write down Trey's independent work, and he can just look up there and see what he needs to do. And notice it's gold because I spray painted it. And you see this little table here? It was actually in my daughter's room and she didn't want it anymore. It was turquoise. I spray painted it too. We can move this thing around to do homework or work. I love just sitting here and planning or working from home. It's right in the heart of the house. Over here in the corner is our learning cart, and guys, it is a great addition to this space. I went to Michael's to get a totally different cart and happened to find this one. It's a 4-tiered one with shelves, and it works so well in this space. So here's a tour of our basket. We've got binders here because these are a little too tall for the shelves. So I put them in this basket that I got from Michael's. Here I've got a file folder for loose papers. We've also got our clipboard here and some extra protective sheets, and I also have the school calendar so that I can keep up with what is going on in our school district. Over here we've got Kleenex, because you can never have enough Kleenex in a classroom. Pencils, scissors, pens, a cute little succulent, and then a basket here for note cards. I've got blank cards, we've got ELA cards, and we've got some geography cards back here. We've also got a magnifying glass just for fun, and a ruler. This bin is from IKEA, and I got these cute little file folders. I don't need them just yet, but I got them in case I do, and a binder that I kind of keep my things in. Down here we've got some clear plastic bins from the Dollar Tree. We've got some color pencils, and in here markers, expo markers, crayons. So everything is close by. Here are some more things for me, my planner. I plan in this notebook as well, some 5 subject notebooks. And down here are trays, all of his composition notebooks. We've got his textbooks, math, and this is the good and the beautiful stuff down here. We've also got reference materials. This is for me, a homeschooling handbook. We've got some dictionaries and such here. And then mechanical pencils, highlighters, rubber bands, erasers back there. Binder clips. We've got a little container here with glue stick, whiteout, a little staple machine, and a pencil sharpener. So everything we need close at hand. So here on my buffet, I have 3 drawers on the side here, and I've cleared them out so that we can have extra space if it becomes necessary, because I always like to have a little room to grow. These drawers are super convenient because they're right next to the cart. And y'all look at this. It has wheels, it rolls. I can take it into the dining room when we need to, and we have access to everything super close without having to get up and down to go get things that we may have forgotten or need. So Trey can sit here and do his homework. I can sit here and plan, and we have access to all of our curriculum materials right close by. And then we just put it right back in its spot. Super easy. And most importantly, super convenient. So now I'm going to take you on a little tour so you can see how this space flows with the rest of our house. When you walk into our house, right on the right side is our dining table, and you'll see it's all very open. As we go through my living room, you hang a right, and the keeping room is right there. So because it's so visible, I just didn't want it to look like a classroom in the middle of my house. I did, however, want it to have its own little flavor, so I wanted it to be a little more funky, a little more cozy, a little more colorful, and I think I accomplished that. And yet it's still functional for everything we need this space to be. And here you see, as we pan over, my kitchen is over to the right of the keeping room, and it's like a big circle, so you just walk around our entire house. You can do laps, but I want everything to be cohesive, yet comfortable, and most importantly, functional.
And here's one last look at the entire room. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what we've done here and that you got some inspiration for your own space. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!